All right, let's do a quick talk about pricing. There is no reason in the world that you have to charge as we've been charging in the martial arts community. There's no reason in the world that you can't have alternate prices, reduced class attendance, and offer a class that's an entry-level price that nobody could say no to. You don't focus on the gross revenue of your income from an enrollment agreement. You look instead at the micro aspect of it, which is how much does a student pay for lessons when they're on the floor taking a class. The math we did in the report I wrote yesterday was that a student who came 1 day a week at $60 a month is actually paying more for their class than a student who pays $180 a month and comes 4 days a week. In today's busy world, in this world where the economy is down the tubes, where parents are busy, they're working, the kids are busy, they're doing multiple activities, and homework is monumental. Training programs supplemented by an online campus where the student gets lessons, where they get talked to, where email comes to them and the coach is still interacting. It just may serve some people so much better than asking them to commit to long periods of time at $180 a month. That's what a school wanted to charge that I was talking to. And I'm not against $180 a month, but I think you price yourself out of the market for a lot of kids. And we're talking about kids and people who need martial arts, children being raised by their grandparents, single moms and dads, people who don't have $100,000 a year incomes or even $50,000 a year income. Do we want to deny those kids martial arts classes because we can't be creative enough to get our pricing to a place where the parent can budget that in their budget? And if we're charging $60 a month and you're getting $15 for that hour, and you charge $180, you're getting $11 for that hour, which is better? It makes sense. It works for everybody. And you can always give that student extra classes, but to have $180 be the start point, it doesn't make sense. You can't advertise it. You're afraid to tell people your prices because they might justify, they start judging you based on your price. Well, what if your price starts at, you have an entry price at $40, $50, or $60? Those are 1970 and 80 prices. Nobody's going to object. And does it really matter to you as a teacher if you have a business model that's based on getting a good fair rate per class instead of going for the big ticket items? A lot of the martial arts schools in the 90s and the 2000s were built on a model of get as much cash as you can, get a big contract as fast as you can, because we're not going to be able to keep these students. And we all know that's corrupt, and it's dishonest, and it's manipulative. You don't have to build a business based on those ideas. In the 100, we're going to be, over the course of the next month, exploring options. You don't have to do the way you're billing the way that the billing services taught you or the consulting firms. There's a whole nother way to do it, and it's only limited by your creativity, by your ability to do math, and by a desire to serve your community in a way that meets everybody's needs, that meets your needs, that helps parents. And do any of us want to deny lessons to kids because they can't afford it? And how many people do you know who are living on a tight budget now? But you're going to see a series of reports on why it's smart, how developing different price structures and different pricing programs is the way we have to go, because it's smart, it's intelligent, it serves better, and it isn't a win-lose. It's a win-win for everybody involved.